And here we are. This is day 46. Not looking our best. We're out for a walk. One of our daycare kids, and got back from Antigua about 1 in the morning. And here we are. It is day 46. This is officially on the other side. This is the new phase. We woke up this morning with a prayer that had been written by our friend Corey. Wrote a prayer for us. Maintain Kai. You Kai a little bit.
Yeah. I love our community.
Just got a word from another part of our community, praising God and saying we should look for His provision because He's the provider. So before we've even gone very far, we've been reminded of God's provision on day 46, which is good because each of us is a little anxious. What are you anxious about?
Just new routine, new getting back into our routine at home. So it's hard.
Yeah. We woke up this morning and we didn't think we had any daycare kids showing up until about 8:30. So we said we're going to get up and go for a walk and pray, which is something that we've learned to do in this season. Praying and walking has been good for us. And when we did that, we just finished throwing our clothes on, and up the driveway came one of our new daycare kids that we didn't realize was coming today. 15 minutes the other way, and we were going to be gone out on an hour-long walk, and we had a situation to deal with. But the Lord woke us up on the right time, sent us out on this walk, and here we are. So we're praying His kingdom come and His will be done for our church, for ourselves. We're praying for His provision on day 46. We also just realized that the 45th day, the exact midday of the 90 days that our goal, was our last day in Antigua.
So like that didn't happen by chance.
Yeah, that didn't happen by chance.
Spiritual marker, as I call it.
Yeah, spiritual marker, exactly. And we were going back and reading a prophetic word that a friend had shared over us, saying that he felt like God had sent us on this trip to work His healing in our lives. And I read that back over us. And I read our friend Corey's prayer over us. And we also recited our Jeremiah verse, that He knows the plans He has for us. So, anything else to add this morning?
No, just pray for a good day, that Jesus goes before us, and we know He will. It's going to be a great day.
Amen. So, day 46. Looking towards the days when there aren't any numbers on the days anymore. That's coming. That's where we're headed, to where the numbers are not numbers anymore. So, and I believe that is our other daycare parent. Talk about our timing. So our timing is absolutely Jesus time. So, day 46. One of the things that we heard while we were walking, because this is your testimony too, this is our testimony. Again, you can see we're getting into our routine again. Is that is the idea that you get beat up about what you eat and how you look and what you weigh and what you feel, which I think is similar to the way I get beat up. And so we need to discern the voice of the world, the flesh, and the devil versus the word of the Spirit of God when it comes to how we feel about what we eat, how we look, what our body looks like. That's an issue, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, did you hear that when we were walking?
Yes.
What did you hear? Do you hear that the world, the flesh, and the devil talk to you about what you eat and how you look?
All the time, yeah.
Yeah. So we need to learn to discern the Spirit of God and His voice, right?
Yes.
And you've been given a husband who tells you all the time that you're beautiful, right? I want this to be our testimony, right? So you can say yes.
Yes.
So we're going to listen to the voice of God when it comes to who we are, what we eat. And if we need to be convicted, then we'll be convicted, right?
Right.
All right. Day 46, later in the day. Been a day with some anxiety. I don't know exactly why. Just getting home. I have a problem with endings and beginnings. Endings and beginnings are problems. It can be the ending of anything. I think I said this before. It could be the end of a TV show, and then all of a sudden I feel a sense of loss or something, which I think is just an attack point that the enemy has used. It has gotten used to using against me, and so I need to take a stand against it and just declare it. You know, go back to my Jeremiah verse. The Lord knows the plans that He has for me. They're plans to prosper me, and there's no end to that. So still trying to get our feet back under us from a day's full of travel, and travel has been one of those areas that's hard to deal with too, because you're having to I don't know, get through all the different hoops you have to when you travel. But anyway, yeah, this is a testimony, so I need to keep the testimony going. Another testimony piece that I need to put in here is that I guess about, I don't remember now, a week and a half ago we got some results of a test. It's the first time I've ever gotten test results that indicated I had any kind of a physical problem or anything was off, and with my chemistry. Of course, you can't measure serotonin, dopamine, the other neurotransmitters. There's no measurement for them. But I did get a measurement. First one that ever came back saying something might be wrong was testosterone, and so that I'm reading this book, Spirit Wars by Chris Vallotton, and it's like this guy's reading my mail and reading my life. It's like just things keep coming up that parallel his story so much, and exactly in the place of the book where I got to while I was gone in Antigua, there's a place where he talks about getting completely knocked down, where he can't go anymore, full of anxiety and depression, and he just can't even get out of the bed. I think I'll find it and put the exact page number or whatever. I think that's a book you should read. I need to remember that I'm reading it. Spirit Wars, Chris Vallotton. Need to read it. Anyway, I've got low testosterone, and so I'm gonna get that looked after and see what to do about that. Anyway, the testimony thing that I need recorded is that I prayed that God would give me dreams and visions, and that I would get dreams that I would know and understand. And last night I had a dream about, it was strange, of course dreams are strange, but in my dream this soccer player, I think it was, got his 3 front teeth knocked out, and they were, and he was picking them up, and in my dream the guy picks up his own teeth and shoves them back into his gum, like he's gonna fix it, you know. The
kind of keeps messing with it, shoving these teeth back in, and it was pretty brutal looking, honestly. I mean, the guy's teeth knocked out, and he's trying to put them in, and he gets up and runs off, and I said to the Lord, you know, the Lord said, do you know what this means? And I'm like, no, I really don't, but I want to know what it means, because having dreams doesn't mean you understand them. And the Lord said, when something's broken that's serious, you don't try to fix it yourself. You get people who know what they're doing to fix it, to help you fix it. You don't stick your own teeth back in your head. If something's seriously wrong, you go find somebody who knows what they're doing. And I immediately knew that he was talking to me about this testosterone thing, that this isn't something for me to mess around with, keep taking all these supplements the way I always have, and keep looking for things that'll fix the problem. And so this morning I made an appointment with a urologist. I guess that's what urologists do, one of the things they do. And we're going to go and see, and let somebody who knows what they're doing fix this, or tell us how to fix it, instead of trying to fix something on our own, do it on our own. So that's the part of the testimony that I needed to get down and put on record today, that's real, that God does give dreams and interpret them. I'm sure that's what he was saying to me, and we'll see what happens. It would be nice to have that as part of the solution. I'm not counting on it being the whole solution, but from what I read, and actually in the story in Spirit Wars, is that Chris Vallotton is on an antidepressant, and he's trying to use that to feel better, and then a buddy tells him, hey, maybe you should be tested for a hormone imbalance. And almost exactly that's what happened to me. I mean, this is a whole journey off of antidepressants and out of depression is what I'm recording here, but also the last time I was at my doctor and we were talking over where I am and quitting antidepressants and things like that, she said, have you ever had your testosterone checked? Yeah, I have. I've had everything that comes out of your body at all. I've had it tested, including a spinal tap years ago when they were checking for MS. They were trying to see if I had MS. So I've had everything tested one time or another. I'm sure I had testosterone tested before. So I was kind of like, yeah, whatever, go ahead and test it. And so they do, and it comes back low. So that's kind of a parallel to the story in Spirit Wars. But anyway, now that I say that out loud, I think it's probably I already recorded that, but I need to testify to it again. So anyway, not feeling my best today, but I know that joy is real, and I'm going to keep going. And this is day 46, and things are going to be better. I know that they are. So keep going, oh my soul. Don't quit.